Hello, this is Randy Curvin from Kirksville, Missouri. Don't know how I thought I'd come up a few minutes early. We've got wind out here. I'm hoping it doesn't mess up my microphone today. Uh, Let me start out before anybody arrives and I've already updated everybody on Facebook. Went to see the results of my colonoscopy. I had 8 polyps. Uh, most of them were pre-cancer. That might be the reason that Cologuard came up with that I had cancer and scared the shit out of me, literally. Uh, but that was good news. They removed them all. My next colonoscopy will be in 3 years because they were pre-cancer. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Uh, I'm a couple minutes early. Let me see up here. Okay, I'm about a minute before I usually start, but I'm going to start and get this going. How about the new uh, legal immigration? You have to have, uh, you can't come here if you got a low credit score. You have to have private health insurance. Now, how many people coming here from another place has got private insurance, health insurance? Damn, that dumbass. And somebody asked him today, are we going to change the thing on the Statue of Liberty? He kind of skirted around that because he didn't want to talk about that. But I can guarantee you the way he's headed, that plaque ain't worth a shit. All right, let's see. You cannot be eligible for food stamps. You have to have enough money. You can't get those. Or Medicaid. So, in other words, if you're rich, come on in. Damn. And then next, I thought, and everybody's been covering all this, but I thought I would deal with it today. All right. Weakening the Endangered Species Act. They're claiming that will help wildlife. No, it doesn't. And I can see it now. I don't want to hear any more of this shit about uh, wind turbines killing eagles. If you're not gonna worry about eagles, I don't want to hear about it. Damn it! All right, let's see what else I got. Really in too good a mood to be doing this, but I want to keep this YouTube channel going, and I've even thought about. I did have at one time my own music channel that I never even fired it up. I just had music out there, but I don't know enough about that to start doing something like that. Besides, I've got this one. I want to promote this for the Blue Dot family. Oh, all right. 45 wants to allow the fascists to make money for large corporations. And examples of that: minerals, oil, gas, and coal, fracking, all that, on our public lands. That's another thing they want to gut. They don't want any public land. The corporations should be allowed to go in and rape the land to make their money, make people like Donnie even more rich. They don't give a damn about the planet. I don't know where the hell they think their children and grandchildren are going to leave after they ruin the damn planet. It doesn't make any sense. And I had a question for my Republican friends. I know you're out there. Like I've said, I know you are not all bad people. You're kind of trapped in a situation. I got news for you. There's somebody else for you to vote for that you can get the orange turd out of the White House by voting for somebody. And this is only the first candidate, Bill Weld. Consider him. Get that orange thing out of the White House. All right, let's see. What was oh yeah, here's some questions I have for my Republican friends. Are you all right with the Endangered Species Act being gutted? What I'm figuring is eventually they're going to get to your cause too. They don't care. This is a fascist government. This is what they do. They're making money for big corporations. They don't give a damn about the ordinary person. They could give a shit about you. And if you do care about that or don't care about that, what causes do you care about? Do you care anything about the environment, clean water, clean air, the raping of the earth, of fossil fuels? That all this shit could be handled with solar power, wind power. There's even a thing called ocean power now. It's ridiculous that we want to rape this planet and tear it up where nobody can live in it in the future. That's not what we were supposed to pass on to our children or our grandchildren or their grandchildren. All right, let's see what else I got. Hello, Brian. Hello, Fred Bear. I hadn't seen you in a while. All right. I did watch Fox News. I watched more of it last night. It was amazingly how fast Fox News was available on YouTube, where our president called Chris Cuomo an animal out of control. All because he was arguing with one of his favorite conservatives, and they were each threatening each other. Well, hell, what's he supposed to do? Let the man threaten him and not say anything? He was insulting the fact that Cuomo is Italian. But in any case, I watched Fox News for a few minutes last night. And what were they covering? The unfairness in sports was having on this one girl in a tennis tournament that they wouldn't let her reschedule for not playing Saturday because she believes with the church, the Seventh-day Evangelist Church. So they should change their schedule to suit her religion. I don't think so. I don't think that's the way things work. But you know, Fox News, they had to push that. I guess that's all they could think of to cover, because they are basically there just to cover up for the asshole in the White House. All right, let's see what else I got. Scaramucci on Trump. If he wins the next election, look out. I would look out. This is perhaps the only area that I agree with Trump. He is out there. I guarantee you Scaramucci is going to write a book. And he's getting afraid now that nobody is going to interview him on television. I mean, look at all the things Trump has stood for. And this man didn't budge. He was supporting him all the way. And now suddenly he's not. I'm suspicious of that. Mystery explosion in Russia with a rocket engine that blew up. It killed 7 scientists. At first, they said 2 were dead and 4 injured. Turns out that the close by nearby city in Russia reported raised radiation levels. It sounds like, we don't know for sure, but back in the 50s and the early 60s, they were working on a nuclear powered missile. A nuclear powered missile could circle the earth for an extended period of time. But like they figured out in the United States back in the 50s and the 60s, it doesn't work. That's why they had the explosion. It was a mini nuclear explosion because of the way you had to set it up. It blew up and killed 7 of their scientists. And last year, Putin warned the U.S. not to pull out of the nuclear weapon agreement that we had. It would force them to research more nuclear devices. Thank you, Donnie. Damn dumbass. And I heard this last night. I'm going to try to just go rather than I'll look down through what I've written down, but this is more or less, for instance, on immigration, invasion has been used by their president 500 times. 500 times. Fox spews bullshit mountain is no better. They have used invade or invasion 300 times. Yeah, in fact, that was on the next page. And the shooter's manifesto from El Paso overlaps with Fox in those words. It's like we have said, 45 strokes hatred in his rhetoric, and Fox Spews mirrors it. Of course, that's not hateful. What they'll do is say, no, it's the Democrats are racist. They're pulling the race card again. Get so tired of that bullshit. And another little section I wanted to read here. A selling of America by 45 and his fascist friends all in the name of greed and money. Wholesale ruining of this planet. Gutting of public lands. Already covered. Air, water, everything. If they can deregulate that, his fascists and friends can ruin this planet. And they don't care. They want the money now, baby. Let's see. Hey, B, how you doing? All right. Let's see. And this going back with the federal program for capital punishment. The states hadn't learned. This doesn't deter anybody. They're not thinking about what might happen to them for murdering someone or massacring someone. They're just in the moment. They're not thinking about anything but what they're doing at the time. Damn. Tourism is dropping in this country because of gun violence. More countries are coming out and warning their citizens that if they come here, to keep a very open eye. And I would advise them, don't come here because you might get caught up in one of these shootings. It's bad enough we have to fear where we go every damn day of the week, whether it's church, shopping centers, public buildings, anywhere. And we shouldn't have to live in fear just because the NRA wants you to buy more guns. There's 393 million guns in this country. We only have 300 million people. We need one for each man, woman, and child too, with some left over. And I wanted to suggest Richard Ojeda's latest video. It covers a lot of things, but a good part of it is what I've been stressing, and all of us, Blue Dots, have been stressing in our videos. People need to understand the difference of democratic socialism and socialism. I know they're not going to understand it because they will not read. It's too easy just to go, well, I don't like that. Well, like he was saying, you don't like democratic socialism, then get the hell off the damn public roads. Get your mule and go across open land to get where you're going. You think the public, the corporations are going to pay for that shit? They ain't going to pay for highways, bridges, or anything else that is for public use, called socialism. And I mean, that's everything. Our military, that is democratic socialism. The only time the GOP cares about socialism is for rich people. Socialism in sports. Take, for example, my Braves. SunTrust Park. That's rich socialism. We need to start understanding things for what they are. Oh, and I have to ask, are we dumbing down America with our education system? Because I can tell you that a lot, and I hate to say this about them, but my friends on the right do not care anything about spelling words correctly. It reminds me of my own daughter. If I got on her about spelling being wrong, and we're talking about somebody who went to college for a couple of years, okay? If I got on her about it, then that's the way I spell it, Dad. Whoa, that's scary in itself. And what it is with all this texting, see, people call on social media too much. They get on their iPhones. They've got the greatest learning tool right in their damn hand. All they have to do is look shit up, read articles. Don't just read memes. That's not doing anything but being damn lazy. You can put a little effort into it, because you got to keep in mind, social media can be an echo chamber where you can learn what you want to learn, but the other side can learn what they want to learn. But everybody would be better served. That's right, B. Lazy, lazy, lazy. And that's what people are getting to be. You need to read the damn articles. Don't just go out there and post anything. You've got to have a reliable source. Read the article. Well, I didn't have a whole lot, and I still feel like I'm a little too happy to be doing this today because of the results of the colonoscopy. But at least I've got that out of the way. I get screened again with a colonoscopy in 3 years, and that is because it was pre-cancer, the polyps. So otherwise, they would have said 5 years. And I think that's soon enough. I thanked him because I told him, I said, well, you know, I'm glad we did this because I could have been dead, and I could have. We caught it in time, got it taken care of. And this old boy is going to be around for a while. That's for damn sure. All right, folks. I'll let you go for now. I appreciate you all coming up and participating. You get to participate more between yourselves, but I will look at some remarks before we go. All right. I said hey to Brian, hey Fred, hey B, and dictatorship. That's what we are headed for. We're definitely for sure, Brian. Uh, he's now not even going to wait till he thinks he's getting reelected. We've got this street out here tarred, and people are wondering whether they should pull over and park on the curb because I did it yesterday and they ran me back up in the yard again. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, in most cases, that's right, B. In most cases, they want to commit suicide by cops. That's why they want to take out as many people as they can. Now, some like the one that was caught in El Paso, he just did it in El Paso after traveling 600 miles because he didn't want his family to know, which makes me wonder. This man, I think, is 23 years old. I won't use his name. I don't want him to have any fame from this. Uh, but it makes me wonder. Remember the rally cry? Uh, Take him out of here. Go back to mommy. Like nobody like that has a job. Well, it looks like some on the right might not have jobs either, except they have deadly intentions. All right. Well, thank you, B. Uh, it looks like this is my job and I enjoy it. I'm just trying to figure out an angle where I'm thinking about doing a music channel. I had one and I can't find it anymore. I had a lot of music out there. I just hadn't taken the time to see uh, how I could draw enough people and start making a little income on that. I was talking with the nurse at the doctor's office today, and some people can make quite a good living out of doing uh, YouTube channels, on blogs, on music, and other things, and that would help us a lot because I'm going to have to call Medicare now. Uh, Medicare paid $152 and some odd cents on my office visit before today, which left me with $156 and some odd cents. They are supposed to be on Part B. They are supposed to pay 70 or 80%. Well, that ain't 70 or 80% when I'm paying more than they paid to the doctor's office. So I'm going to get on that too. I appreciate everybody coming. I'll be back on Facebook tomorrow. I will be in and out depending on the Braves playing tonight too. But I feel like I should be at the Blue Dot family meeting, and I will be there. So I will give you peace. Resist, persist, and insist. We must get this fascist dictator out of our house. I love my country. I love you, Blue Dots. And we're going to make the difference. We just got to grow this movement. It's all over the world now. We've got to grow it tremendously here. Take one person with you, get them to register to vote, and get them to vote on the 2020 election. We can make a difference. We got to put in the groundwork to do it. So I will leave you with that. Share this shit. We got to get it out. And I will see you tomorrow sometime on Facebook. Have a good evening and keep up the faith. We'll get there, folks. Bye-bye.